Okay, what's up? Let's do some stuff. I'm living life right now, doing things. We're building decks that do stuff. This hand is a garbage, and our opponent plays first. Man, that's really bad. That's like an inexcusably bad hand. Wow, this is worse. Awesome. I feel so good about myself right now. Glad I put 23 lands in here. Fuckers. Oh, what's happening here? Well, I do not know what that is. This guy's got... What the fuck is going on here? I was checking... So I thought there'd at least be something visually going on, because I was looking over here, because the guy just hit me up on Twitter. Elijah, hi there. I see you, man. Thank you for watching the show. I'm glad you enjoy what you're seeing. And I'm not sure what the Old Gods is, though. Which episode that is. I will have to check that. But he's asking about a 60. So if you are watching, thank you very much for watching. I appreciate that a lot. But if you're looking for a 60, those are incoming. This is actually, believe it or not, this will and shall be the last episode of this deck before 60fication. So I will be taking a look at this one, I believe, soon. Even though we've played it quite a bit, but I will be taking a look at this and kitting it out, showing you guys what we run. That's what this guy's. A lot of you guys have been asking, hey, how do you run this deck? How do you run that deck? And that's all going to come out in the 60s. That's what they're there for. It's kind of when we go through and see what we got going on and how to deal with stuff. Now, the two Think Twice is almost unjust, to be honest with you. The fact that we can just sit here and draw cards all day is pretty rad. It makes me feel pretty good, because we had some issues, obviously. We had to go down to 6. We were flooded, but now all that land just means that we get to think twice all day long, which makes me feel really good about myself. This guy is land ramping, which is interesting. That goes into play, doesn't it? Yeah, it does. I'll flash that back. There's nothing else he can do. I'll go ahead and do some stuff on his turn. Now, I don't have any red sources at all. I don't know if you guys are aware of this. It's a secret shame of mine, my lack of red sources. I'm going to deadweight this 2-2 because I don't really care. It's not exactly a 2-2 that we need to worry about. It's not like I'm sitting up at night just shaking in my bed worried that 2-2 is going to kill me in 10 turns. But that's sorcery speed, and now is the time that we have open mana for it, because next turn we're going to have Flesh to Dust and a bunch of other stuff open, so we might as well do that right now. I really don't want to burn Traumatic Vision as a red getter, because that doesn't even lock me up for Anger of the Gods. Like, I'm not good. I still need to wait a while to be able to play that Anger of the Gods, so I'm gonna actually just hold on to the Traumatic Vision as the counter that it is. Now, all these Think Twices is just stupid, but we still don't have mana. Our Flesh to Dusts are on, which is really nice. Traumatic Vision's obviously up. I mean, we have 3 removal spells, ostensibly, which we can utilize. Cultivate, he can go ahead and do. I'm not too worried about that. We get to think twice quite a bit here, which is nice. Twice, actually. Now, what's this do? This gains him some life, I believe. I'm not a huge fan that this is taking place, but I don't care too much, so I can Flesh to Dust it if I have to, and he gains, like, next to nothing. So I'm going to go ahead, and I want the mana open so that I can think twice a couple times. I'm just going to do both, if that's okay. Negate, and Shock. I cannot utilize these cards that you are giving me. Okay. Now we're in a bit of a different situation, because I might, in fact, use the Traumatic Vision to get that second red land source. 3, 4, 5, 6. That'd be 7 lands, which is pretty good. Anger of the Gods, I think, would be pretty nice. Except this guy is going to have a bunch of stuff that's way too big to be dealt with by Anger of the Gods. And that just goes without saying. He's got a lot going on over here. We might have another Core Cartographer come out, but... What's this guy called, actually? Cartographer. That's what that word is. Oh, English. We might have that guy come out. I'm not positive. We'll have to see. I think the old gods was a 5-colored, if I'm not mistaken. I think that's what happened. Let's flash this back to see if we can't get that other red source. I didn't. So let's actually just basic land cycle this out. And get that other red source here. You fuckers. God damn it. Put that down. I mean, I can take 3 for a while, to be honest with you. So I don't know why I put that down instead, like the Dimir Guildgate. 4, 5, 6, 7. Because I'm going to pitch the Dimir Guildgate, you guys. Duh. What are you even thinking? 3, 4, 5. That's 7. That's 8 lands, which puts us on for a lot of stuff. We've only got 2 black sources, though, which is a problem. That's just a 1/1. I can shock that thing, but we'd wait for him to play something else on it. And also don't forget that the Anger of the Gods is going to go ahead and take care of that as well, which is nice. He's only got 3 cards in hand, which makes me pretty happy. We can kill a 5 or a 5 in the ass with the Anger of the Gods, though, which is kind of more important considering what we're trying to do in our lives. I'll take 3 for a while, though. I'm not too upset about that. I won't waste my shock just yet. So the other cool thing is that if you Anger the Gods, then you can just flesh to dust stuff, and it's also exiled. I mean, there's a lot of neat stuff that you can do. I might just do this, and I think I will. Because I would have gone to 10 right there, which makes me feel a little less comfortable than I'm comfortable with feeling. We're going to go ahead and do that. This guy's at 22, which is regrettable, but I'm not too upset. Oh, yeah, big creatures. That's going to happen. We don't have counter open right now, so wouldn't have mattered. I just would have fleshed to dusted it on his end step instead of having to do it probably on my main. But what are you going to do? He's at 29 now. It's fine by me because we need some black sources for sure. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're perfect on that. I'm going to flesh to dust this. Okay. We would have negated a cloud shift there because that would have been catastrophic, to be honest with you. We don't have to worry about black, so the fact that these things are dead, the only thing we have to worry about is negating a seance. So, keep negate open sounds like a really good idea. This guy's got 4 cards in hand. I only really have 1 removal spell for him, so that's regrettable. But as long as we can stop seances, I think we can cull the threats that he's able to play against us. That's really refreshing. I mean, I like having a turn open there. Vapor Snag's not bad. Vapor Snag's pretty important in this deck because of unearthed decks, which are really cool. I want to see a lot more unearthed decks out there because it's a very valid strategy. I'm surprised that more people aren't playing it because it's actually really neat. I don't love the fact that he keeps gripping up. Makes me really nervous. Might just shock this 1/1. I'm trying to think of like other stuff that he could have that would like screw with me. That's 2 in the ass with like 35 mana out there. I can't think of much. Obelisk is pretty goddamn good. I wish I hadn't used that shock. This guy's at 29, so Obelisk may in fact cycle out Vapor Snag. I don't know if that's the card I want it to be right now. I have 10 lands as well, which is pretty cool. Doing 3 damage to him would be nice. I will cull any 2 in the ass creature he plays. Just cull his field, I mean. So, what do we got here? Ooh, Planar Cleansing. I gotta say no to that, my friend. I'm sorry. Regrettably, I will not allow that to be played. What else you got? That's dead as fuck, bucko. Boom! He could have been able to bust that up. I probably shouldn't have done that. But whatever, it's fine. I kind of wanted to... I didn't know if he had played land for turn. I wanted to be tricky, because I thought maybe he was going to try and play land. Alright, we're sitting there. We got Obelisk. Alright, I'm just going to start burning his face. Be honest with you, that's what we're going to do. Because do I love Vapor Snag in my hand? No, but I'm drawing cards anyway, so we'll see what happens. That's a land. This guy's green and white, so he doesn't care. Let's just keep it going. I could have cycled out that land, though. Drawn a card, discarded a card, but whatever. It's fine. I can Vapor Snag this 1/1. Take him to 25. Not that it matters. Dead as fuck. Control the field. It's the name of the game. That's why there are 2 obelisks in here. That's rad as shit. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. At 12 mana, I really want 13 mana out on the field, though. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And the more mana, the better. So it's not like we just sit here all day discarding stuff to the primary ability on that guy. So we have to be a little careful with discarding the mana. But the negate and the dissolve make me feel pretty good about my chances, especially with the flesh to dust here as well. Armored Ascension, what are you trying to do here, my friend? Go ahead and say no. Oh, no. In the yard with you. God damn, that thing would have been huge as hell. That would have been one big fat night. Like I said, I would like to have at least 1 more mana out there. But cycling through some of these guild gates and just keeping awake lands sounds like a pretty solid strategy, because I would really like to just draw one of my threats. I've got 12 lands already, so I don't think that's going to be too bad of a deal. Grip. Guild gate gone. Shock's not great either, but that's pretty goddamn good. It's 12, so I have a negate open. So we'll go ahead and play this. I'll grip up some cards. I go to 9 cards. Unfortunately, I can't really play anything out of my hands that would be funny. Anger of the Gods is gone, and Dead Weight is gone, I believe. That's how we're going to play this. Dead Weight and Anger of the Gods. Keep the shock because it's instant speed. And I really want to leave this negate open because I could have just played like the shock. Angelic Edict is played. Now he has 4 cards left, so there is some stuff that could happen here that would really suck. So to be honest with you, I'm just going to Vapor Snag this guy. Works for me. Because I got to draw 4 cards off that. I'll shock his face. Down to 24. My turn. I'll just play this other obelisk. Works for me, because that's 6 damage a turn. Which is a lot, you guys. That is a crippling amount of damage to be staring at. These 2 obelisks are a lot to have to deal with here. So let's go ahead and make him realize just how painful this is going to become. No, don't do that. Oh my god, come on now. Obelisk, work with me. There we go. 6. Oh, that's pretty satisfying. With all the counters I have, I can't imagine that there's much this guy's going to be able to do. You know what? The play is just to 6 him out right now. Because that's 3 turns, and I have more removal than he has cards in his hand. You may have more removal in your hand than there are stars in the sky. But that does not mean that you can throw a party that celebrities will attend and enjoy responsibly. What's this guy got going on? Not much. He's trying to think his way out of this. I'll Tribute to Hunger it. It's fine. I can also neg 4 stuff, which is funny as hell. What do you got, man? So I go back to 18 with that. Tribute to Hunger you. Oh, so good. Oh my god. And you take 6, you're going to 12. Whose turn is it? It really is, though. Like I said, whose turn is it because he's going to pass. But in all honesty, it's whose turn is it because I do more stuff on his turn than he does. Like, he played nothing, and I dealt 6 damage. Good times. I love this deck. It's just a trademark control deck, and I really think that cutting it down to 3 colors is what got it there as far as strength is concerned. There's no point in playing this Kozilek because he's got Angelic Edicts can't. No, it's enchantments, not artifacts. Didn't I said earlier that Angelic Edict can eat this, but it super can't. Oh shit! I didn't even realize this guy just lost. Go ahead and do that. What's this guy trying to do? Safe passage. Negate. That was a valiant try. That was just a desperate attempt to live just a little while longer. But in all honesty, there was nothing you could have done, my friend. So much control. So many obelisks. I want just fan art of me standing in between 2 obelisks just going ape shit. Not me going ape shit. The obelisks are going ape shit. But yeah, I mean, I would have to look up what that deck is, but all of my decks are going to be 60'd, so don't worry about that. We're going to go through and, you know, we're looking at old decks and making them better, and we're looking at new decks and making them perfect. This is probably the one that we're going to get to. And somebody said that, like, all decks are a work in progress, which is true, but the thing with this game that's a little bit different than regular Magic is that the meta is more static, even in this rendition. In previous ones, the meta was very static. I mean, it would get shaken up every once in a while. It would get shook up every once in a while, but there weren't a lot of opportunities for people to revolutionize the format. In this, it's a little bit more exciting. You know, there are some opportunities for people to have decks that are just really stupid or really creative, but still not as many as you may hope. Once again, I don't have this red. I don't have any counters, but I've got some stuff. See, now I can just deadweight that asshole. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. We'll see what happens, because this is going to be the one. This guy's obviously going to be aggro, so we'll have to see what we can do. We'll have to see what we can do. 2 more. This fucking bird. God damn it. I mean, you guys know what I need. I need to be able to clear the field. Oh, this fucking bird. I hate that goddamn thing. You don't see it, like, at all anymore, but it's such a goddamn pain in the ass. Especially for this deck, because unless you counter that first one, which you don't early game, you're in a lot of trouble with it later on. I deadweight this 1/1. Oh, that's regrettable. Dissolve traumatic visions, because he's got all these, but he's got 1/1s for days now, and he'll have 2 more 1/1s next turn, right? Because they gave you 3 of them or 4 of them, didn't they? Yeah, they did. 17. I mean, I've got time, but not enough. I also don't have blue sources, which is a problem. I'll get a red with the land cycling from Vision. I mean, I could have got the red there and then shocked this right now, but shit, I got Voyages in that. I'll keep that on the top. It's not terrible. Kind of wish it was a different color, but whatever. I can cancel that next turn, so we won't do anything. I mean, I'm taking 2 damage. I don't get a lot from Tribute to Hunger, which really sucks, but it's fine. I really wish I had 1 red, because I have to dissolve this right now, and that guy costs 4, does it? Oh, well, that's fine then, because he has an open turn, because he tries to cast this again. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. This is getting ugly, you guys. I am not a fan. I've got to basic land cycle this out to get a red land. I mean, that has to happen. 13. And then if I drew my exile card, red mana exile card, I'd be pretty happy. Okay, alright, we got a little bit to do here. Tribute to Hunger's gotta do something for me eventually. Play this other 2/2. I can Tribute to Hunger. I gain 2 life. Then I shock the 2/2. And take 1. 13. 14. I need some cards, though. Ugh. I'm rolling the sleeves up now. We gotta get serious here. This is the thing. This is the thing. Oh boy. Is this a thing? Yeah, that's definitely gonna get dissolved. I don't like that. Dead weight. That can stay on the top. I mean, it's at least a way to deal with one of these 1/1s. Oh, shit, you guys. What else does this guy have going on? I was, like, surprised to see the dead weight, which is interesting. Dead weight, that's gone. I have the Voyage's End and the Vapor Snag, and that's it. Oh, I feel so insecure right now. I feel really scared. Because he's got 2 more of these, doesn't he? Oh, shit. God, I could have played this so different if I had that burn spell right out of the gate. Interesting. That opens me up to more turns of safety if he starts utilizing that Exalted trigger by attacking with that guy. Buys me a couple of turns, but not many. 3 cards in hand. Think Twice would be radical as hell. That's just a land. I'm at 7. At 8, I could play and utilize my Obelisk. Armored Ascension is a whole thing. It's all part of the plan. Not a fan of that. God's Willing. Vapor Snag. Oh, shit. Wow, this is ugly. That's a card that I drew. God damn. That God's Willing is terrifying to me. I'm in 9. So we let him play the Armored Ascension to bait him into that 1-man attack, because otherwise I would have just taken 2. I will deadweight this 2/2. It's fine by me. I need to draw a hammer of some kind or shape at some point. I can't even cast what's-his-nuts, my life gain guy, which I kind of need at this point in my life. I think I'm going to lose this. This guy just rushed me down. I had so many ways to deal with so many threats, but in the end, I just don't think it was enough. Shit. 5. Oh my god, I've only got a few more turns. I don't even know what I want to draw here. God Do I Vapor Snake that? Come on. Shit. Takes me a 3. The hell are you trying to do? God's... It's the same number of turns. I mean, the scry is the only thing that I probably should have done. Shit. God damn it. Said don't have another black source. Son of a bitch. Because he would have attacked me for 1 this turn and then 2 the next turn, so it's the same number of turns. God damn it. Shit. Oh man, I don't know though. I mean, we did the best we could. That one just got us. I mean, that flyer just got too many buddies, and we couldn't deal with all of them. I mean, this deck can deal with mobs in moderation, but it can't deal with a regrip like that. And that's why that one's so good, because it allows you to regrip all those creatures. Oh, that sucks balls. Alright, well thanks a lot for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. We'll see you all next time.